Can you hear me? Nurden, are you there? Hello? Hello? Are you there, Nurden? Hello, mate. Can they not see me?
Big up, bro. Come on, start.
I'm here.
Yeah, I can't see you. Do you not see me?
What the hell's going on here?
I can't see you, mate. I can see the comments. All I can see is the thing on the StraightJacket banner. What
the hell? We can't hear you.
Can you not hear me?
I can't see you. One second. Bro.
Yeah. You nearly come on, but now I can't
over the stream, bro.
Yo, telling you. YouTube.
One second. Let me see if there's something going on here. There we are. Yeah.
1-to-1 though. We're on a 1-to-1.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
My whole thing just malfunctioned, bro.
This is what I'm saying.
I swear down, bro. My whole stream just malfunctioned, man. I couldn't even get anything right. Anyway, we're here, man. We're here. I just thought something was up, man. But yeah, man, listen. This is what happens, bro, when you need to speak about INEOS, mate. They're on to me, man. How we doing, man? Welcome to the channel. Sorry about that. StraightJacket podcast, 351. We're here after another loss. We're here to talk about the same stuff. We're here to tell you how miserable Man United is. But other than that, how's life? How's life treating you? Nuruddin, first I'll start with you.
Yeah. Apologies, bro. I'm just rushing around work and everything else, struggling. So yeah, big up. Big up to the StraightJacket podcast army. Love. Big up to Musa. Big up to Saeed. Yeah. You got the car park. I've got the alleyways. I've got different streets.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man. I see you in the alleyway, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I have to record a video. So yeah, people, after this, make sure you check out my 2 pence on Gary Neville and Wayne Rooney waffle. But big up to everybody. Apologies for the late start of the stream. Big up Musa as well. Musa was the one that was there actually. So I'd love to hear from his take from the game. But yeah, big up.
Yeah,
big up to our Queen Musa, Nina. Sorry, doing everything.
Queen Musa.
Hey, in another life.
What's happening, guys?
Yeah, big up Nina. I hope you well.
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Yeah, big up Musa as well. Big up everyone in the building. Musa, man, how you feeling, man? Like, you know what I mean? Is it one of them? Like, is it one of them where like, does it hurt you? Are you just kind of one of them like, it is what it is now? Has United become like as a side quest now where it's like, I'm here, but I'm not here. You feel me, Musa? Like, you're here.
It's fake news. Like, you know what time it is? We've suffered a lot, yeah. We've suffered a lot. And, like, you know what it is that I will be silly to say that it can't get worse than this. As bad as this is, I'll be silly to say that because, wallahi, after Oli, we were like, yeah, that's it. Then Ten Hag came in and we were like, nah, yeah, that's it. Listen, I would have gave you all the money that I had that Amorim would not do worse than Ten Hag. I would have gave you all the money that I had. I would have said, listen, take everything that I got. There's no way Amorim's doing worse than. So with that energy there, that's why I said, this is why I started talking about not being qualified. I am not qualified. I do not get paid to look for managers for Manchester United. If I was getting paid the type of money that these lot are on, I would be out there scouting, doing it. Brother, I'm just out here doing YouTube and highlights. That's my expertise. YouTube and highlights. And what I hear in the barbershop. I might hear a mad name in the barbershop and then I go and look into it and I'm like, okay, who's that manager there? So that's my expertise. So if that's all they're doing with the type of money that they're on, then brother, we got no help. Because it's not, listen, I shouldn't even, I look at teams like, let me give an example. Is it like Liverpool? Not so, because I think since they got Klopp, it was like a big step to see who the next manager would be. But when I look at City or if I look at Madrid or I look at like some of the bigger clubs around the world, their fan base hardly worry about who the next manager is going to be. That's not really an issue. They're always wanting to see the players that come in, the type of players that they go for, because they have a full trust that, you know what, we'll change the manager. And if it doesn't work, we'll get a next one. Like, it's not an issue of some manager sitting there for like months on end who doesn't deserve to be there, putting this whole fan base under pressure. Like, and I say that again, that manager that went in at Juventus, was it Morata?
Yep.
He was highly sought after. The brother didn't last. He didn't last. Juventus didn't sit around talking about, is it this or is it? And this is not the old Juve of sorts that we all used to, but they still didn't wait around and they got rid of him. And he was just as sought after as Amorim. And I'm mark my words, yeah, Matt. If that was Amorim at Juve, he would have got sacked as well. They would have sacked him.
Yeah.
So I ain't got nothing to do. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the breaking news. It's not even breaking news. Breaking news to me is when I find out who's coming into the hot seat. That's breaking news. Amorim leaving to me is just, it is what it is. I think that's going to happen. But for me, I'm just like, can they make a sharp appointment? Can they do what West Ham's done? Man's out the door, and then next minute you got man lifting up the shirt talking about he's the new manager. Can they do a West Ham? Let's see.
This is what it is. The question is, are Man United both too lenient on Ruben Amorim? This is when they sacked David Moyes 7th. They sacked Van Gaal 5th. You won the FA Cup.
On goal difference, by the way, he finished 5th on goal difference.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. I remember 5th in goal difference.
And a cup, he won a trophy.
Yeah, Mourinho was 6th when he got sacked in 2018, 2019. Oli was 7th when he got sacked, no trophies. Erik Ten Hag was 14th when he was sacked. after winning the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. And Ruben Amorim is 14th, and we are hearing that he's been backed by INEOS as such right now. Let me get your opinion, Minna. Like, do we trust INEOS to make a decision here? Like, and what are they delaying? Do you know? Have you got any theories? You know, I know we love to have theories on this channel. I don't know if you remember, but we got Noreen with lots of theories. But
yeah, we had the theory that you were taking checkbooks from them. Remember?
Yeah, there was a theory there as well.
It wasn't even a theory; it was a rumor. It was allegation.
Well. Not anymore. I tell you that. Not anymore.
You know what? I think Ruben Amorim's tenure as a manager at United is worse than David Moyes. Like, David Moyes gets painted with this image of being the worst manager post Sir Alex Ferguson, but I think him coming in with those big shoes to fill made it a lot harder, and also the window that he had coming in his first season. When you look at the 10 or so months, nearly 11 months that we've had with Ruben Amorim, it's been much worse. And I'm also saying, every time you think it can't get worse, bro, it gets worse. It gets worse. Like, you don't think Brentford losing to Brentford on Saturday, well, it's going to get worse on this Saturday. Then after international break, if he's still here, it's going to get worse again when we play Liverpool at Anfield. It's just every time. It's like, you know, when you kick a man and he's down, and they say don't kick a man when he's down, we're gonna keep getting kicked. We're gonna keep getting kicked. In terms of INEOS, I think there's hesitation on their side. This is just my theory. I think there's hesitation on their side because heads have to go with him if he goes. If he goes, Jim Ratcliffe is going to say, and rightfully so, I put people in to make the football decisions. You guys have screwed up. So somebody has to be held accountable. Whether it's Barada, whether it's Wilcox, whoever the buzz names that you guys want to use, whoever it is, people need to be held accountable. And for me, like, one thing that I don't get, because I've seen the reports about, you know, giving him a full season, and Nuruddin was saying this. What is going to change in a preseason that, you know, is just magic? Like, if you look back at preseason, I think everyone was quite optimistic to see how the season will pan out. Because United, I think, looked a lot better in preseason. I genuinely want to know, if I ever had the opportunity to like talk to players, I genuinely want to know, what is it that makes players just shift mentality-wise completely? Like, this is, I don't think I've ever seen this before. You're telling me no matter who the manager is, no matter who the owner is, no matter who the sponsor is, no matter what training ground that they're playing at, no matter what it is, there is something fundamentally wrong at Manchester United. And we can sit here, go round and round about Ruben Amorim, tactics, system, Glazers, INEOS. But there is a problem at Manchester United. And until we get to the root of that problem, there's going to be the scapegoats of the players being the issue and the manager being the issue, etc. Do I think Amorim's an issue right now with everything that's happening? 100%. 100%. He's not free from it. But why is he still here? That's the question. If we all can see it, why is... I feel bad for him sometimes, because he came into this job full of light. Like, you know, it's Man United, it's the big dogs. You know, it's your first big coaching job after somewhere like Sporting. And within 12 months, if he's saying 3-4 times, I want to leave, after the second time, you just got to let the guy leave. Yeah. You let him get to a third. Have you guys ever threatened to run away from home? After the first time, your mom's like, no, don't go there. After the second time, your mom's like, bah, I don't think I'll get out of here, man.
Yes, get out.
Like, and that's how I see it. In terms of whether do we trust INEOS to make the right decision, if they made the wrong decision with Amorim, the same way that they rectified it with Dan Ashworth, because they felt they made the wrong decision with Dan Ashworth, I would respect them if they quickly rectified that as well. But coming out, like, briefing to the media saying, oh, we're giving him a season, he's got the full support of Ratcliffe, you know, he's just had one summer transfer window to get the players that he needs, and etc. etc. I promise you guys, Man United should not be as bad as they are. Like, for as much as I have my opinions on some players, the way that we look game in, game out, you cannot tell me suddenly every player in this team is infected with whatever disease that is going on in the squad. It's not possible. It's not humanly possible. We brought in Mbumo, Cunha, and Sesko, 50+ league goals combined between them. Yeah, Cunha right now looks like he just wants to do what he wants, and he's dying for a goal. He's dying for a goal, so he's just shooting. from every possible angle and making the wrong decisions. Because when there's instability and uncertainty, everybody plays frantically because they don't know what the hell is going to happen if they lose that game, if they win that game, etc. So at this point, like, I've recorded a video, multiple videos. Like, bro, I'm just done with it, man. I'm literally just done with it at this point. Like, if he goes, he goes. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Just strap in, because it's gonna be long. And what's disgraceful for me is people saying, "Oh, if we sack him by international break or after international break, bring in a temporary manager, and then we get a perm." The season is still there. The season is still there. Why would you write off another? Because we did the same thing last year. We wrote off the whole season. The manager wrote off the whole season. From when he came in December, he said we're going to suffer. And the worst thing for him is, from everything that he's said in the 10, 11 months that he's been manager, the fact that he suggested that in 1 year's time, United will be in a better off situation. And if anything, I think United are in a worse off situation. Marcus Rashford's in Barcelona laughing. He's laughing. Because he got made of an example for absolutely no reason, a manager publicly kind of tainting his image, and he's just sharp and he's just got on with it. And that's the worst thing for Ruben Amorim, is that if you're going to make those kind of decisions, because when he came in, I'm sure everyone was optimistic of this idea of, put your authority on the team. Yeah, don't take any bullshit. Yeah, get rid of this player, get rid of that player. Oh, this is what you wanted. But now I think slowly people started to realize, oh, there's a bit of toxicity in that. We talk about the toxic culture in the fan base. Why does no one talk about the toxic culture in the managerial atmosphere, where the manager is publicly saying, I'm not going to change. I'm going to do what I want to do. If they want to sack me, they can sack me. But I'm still here. I'm not worried about losing my job. Imagine underperforming at work. It's like me underperforming on StraightJacket podcast, and I come here every week. I say, yeah, if Saeed wants to sack me, he can sack me. I'm still here. You're going to get rid of me if I don't turn up for like 2-3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I'll just be like, see you later. Like that, you know what I mean? That's it. I just get it done. Not like INEOS. Just get it done. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I agree with you. Like, there's so much toxicity within everyone. Like, it's not just fans. Like, people blame fans, and I think fans are to blame, because I don't know what we want as a fan base. I really don't. Half of us want to win now.
INEOS is shook though, man. I think INEOS is shook, style, because I feel like you see the appointment of Amorim. I don't even look at it as a bad appointment if you rectify it, like Mina was saying, straight away. No one can look at INEOS and say appointing Amorim was I don't look at it as a bad appointment. If you look at what we all saw in terms of what he was doing at Sporting, his reputation, the fact that they went for him, I get it. Was he my number one choice? No, he wasn't. But when they went for him, I understood it. I understood the assignment. But as soon as it fails, when you get rid of him, I don't think anybody will hold you to that. Well, I wouldn't. I wouldn't look at it as, Barada's got to go because he brought Amorim in. Let's be real, guys. We saw what Amorim was doing and what he was keeping up with and why people wanted him. He had a striker that was flipping, scoring 50, 60 odd goals a season. The reality is that Amorim looked like he was a up-and-coming manager that any club would have wanted, and a lot of clubs had conversations with him and sat down with him. I think the issue is when you keep him on for too long. The issue is when he loses a European final and you're not man enough to say, you know what, we did want you, but based on what we've seen, we're going to treat you like an interim manager, and we're going to get rid of you. So that's me. Is that Faz? All right, me and Faz need to fight. Misfit. Someone get the fight on. Someone get that fight on.
Man. We need a misfits, man. Faz and Musa, man. I'm telling you. Like,
well, I'm ready for Faz.
Yo, I don't know what Faz is on, but Faz is on a madness, man. We will talk, man. Man them talk. We will be there, man. But you know what it is though. For me, it's like people can say, like Omar Berrada. I think, Mina, you made an interesting point. Whether there's a feeling, right, that Berrada, Wilcox, Jim Ratcliffe, they feel like they don't want to get the first appointment wrong. They don't want to be looked like as the bad guys, as someone that have shown incompetence, or furthermore, be seen as like the Glazers, where they just got everything wrong. They want to be seen as people who are very, very kind of methodical in what they do. There's maybe like a standard that they have, and maybe they just don't want to look like the Glazers, so they want to give it a bit of time. But by I
don't think that's the right kind of way to look at it, because I think as fans, people would respect it more if you just say, okay, this ain't working. Look at it's bad. It's a bad example because it's a different league. But look at Bayer Leverkusen and Ten Hag. 2 games and a preseason made them realize, forget the results and losing a opening game and what. Forget that. The atmosphere in the club and around the players wasn't a good atmosphere, and it wasn't a nice feeling. So they part way. Sergio Conceição at AC Milan joined them mid-season and then was sacked by the end of the season, despite the fact that he won a trophy with them at AC Milan last season. He knew his fate going into the end of the season, that he was going to leave. Because when people feel, when I think sporting directors and when the people that make these decisions, when they see that maybe we got it wrong, you're better off addressing it there and then, rather than saying, oh, let's see how it turns out. Let's just see how it turns out. And for Manchester United, it will just keep getting worse and worse. Like, I was very optimistic when Amorim came in, and I think he came in a relatively unfortunate situation. I think he came into a worse situation than Erik ten Hag did. I think Erik ten Hag came into the club in a slightly better situation than Amorim did, because he had his summer with him, with the squad. So he had the summer with the squad. He had the opportunity for a first window with the players, etc., etc. He had that opportunity to do all of that. Amorim had to buy into this narrative of, I need to wait till next summer. I need to wait till next summer. I need to wait for the transfer window. But the best way you could have done that, and for me, gain some time and some credit in the bank, just get the results that you needed. But when and I remember, so we were talking about this on the StraightJacket, when Nuruddin was saying, when you neglect your bread and butter, i.e. the league, by saying I'm prioritizing the Europa League, and then you don't even win that should be a sackable offense. That alone should be a sackable offense.
Bro, Nuruddin, talk to us, man. Big up to everyone locked in, by the way. 1.4K in the building. We got 250 likes. Let's get these likes up, people. I know Nuruddin's not going to be happy with that. Please, guys, if you are joining us right now, just hit the like button. It just helps the channel. Let me ask you a question. Listen, Nuruddin, we understand, you know what I mean? The INEOS are here. The Glazers are here. Is there anything right now that gives you some sort of feeling that they can make a decision where you're kind of almost like happy with? Is there something that they can do? And I get it. Listen, we want the Glazers gone. We want arguably INEOS gone for where they've been incompetent with. But is there any decision that they can make now that would satisfy you right now at this stage, or a plan that they would do where you'd buy into? Or is it just is it going to be a revolving cycle where they just get everything wrong?
Well, the ultimate decision what they can make is for Joe Glazer and Jim Durrant come out with a statement and say, it's been a pleasure, but take care, United fans.
Okay, yeah.
The owners of the football club. That's the ultimate. In terms of what they can do, they can go and get Elliot Anderson and Belabor in January. That's what they can do. Amorim, for me, you know me, I never get involved really in and out, because I don't ever always put it on. I think I'm unique within the fan base, that I always never put everything on. During the match, I do. During the match, going through the motions of the match reactions, I do. But in terms of the way that the culture of the football club, I don't put it on the solely on the managers. I've never done that. And as managers, but have there been cases where managers wanted to get sacked? 100 million%. Jose wanted to get sacked when he went to that pre-season. He wanted to get sacked. Moyes never should have been, and he got sacked because saying he wants to be like Liverpool and Man City. Nah, you just got the champions, mate. He took the champions to 7th, even though we knew that it was a horrible kind of squad that was aging and all of that. And he should never have been the guy anyway to come with that level of squad. But yeah, Ten Hag wanted to get sacked at the end. We saw what the things that he was doing. And Amorim, to be fair, I've been, I think Mina mentioned, but I've been consistent. Amorim, the first time he come out to threaten to walk after that final, Manchester United should have said, thank you so much. He literally said, I don't want any compensation. He gave them a way out. And I've always said to you, Saeed, that I don't trust the people who bought in Amorim, because how come we can see it, that it's an inexperienced guy coming from another league that play in a system in 140 odd years of Manchester United history that Manchester United have never consistently played, right? Not even that, you sat the guy who basically in the boardroom, in the meeting said, we don't have. The reason West Ham said no, the reason why Liverpool said no, not because they don't like Amorim or they don't think Amorim's a good coach. They're just that he's not compatible with what he wants to do and not to do it in English football. He sounds like a petulant child. I'm not changing even for the Pope. I don't care if I get sacked. All of these different things. I think we're all there littered. And like I said months ago, I said, he's a guy who's a rabbit in the headlights. And by the way, Nina, what you were saying before about me talking about saying what's going to change in 2 months, last season, towards the end of last season. But I also said that the club and him agreed that it was okay. So that's what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm trying to focus some of the fans' minds. When have United fans owners or board ever accepted it's okay for you to lose, get smashed every week? It's okay for you. So, but we're focused on the Europa League. This Manchester United. I've never seen Juventus do that. I've never seen Bayern Munich do that. I've never seen Barcelona or Real Madrid do that. I've never seen Marseille or Paris Saint-Germain do that. I've never seen Dortmund do that. I compare ourselves to the great Milan. I've never seen that where they accept that.
No.
In terms of what the standards is. But he said he let it out. There was a specific type of press conference where Amorim was like, the club said to me, start now, meaning that we're going to suffer. So all he's bought us is suffer and more suffer. Saeed, I did a video on my channel. I swear, go and check it out. I said, this guy vacates the midfield. For me, if you don't respect English football, if you don't respect the physicality of English football and second ball FC, if you don't respect those things, you're going to get found out. If you don't have a foundation to go from, you're going to get found out. So I don't just blame Amorim. I blame the whole football club.
I agree.
I blame the owners and I blame the so-called best in class. I told you all of this was nonsense. Jason Wilcock is not qualified to be the director of football at Manchester United. How about that? He's not qualified to be the director. His only experience is Championship with Southampton. Omar Barada is not qualified to be the CEO of Manchester United. He was the CEO at Man City that had nothing to do with football. They had Beristain and the other guy that was at City that are making the football decisions.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? David Brayson is a cycling guy. Marginal gains. Marginal to 15th, mate.
I don't know. Is he even alive, by the way? Is he alive, by the way? Is he alive?
He's still with INEOS. He's still part of INEOS.
Yeah, he went back to the cycling team, innit?
No, he's still part of INEOS.
Where's Blanc, guy? Where's Blanc,
yeah, no, but Blanc is still there as well. He's still part of the INEOS team. So they've got INEOS Sport, so they're still part of the INEOS Sport. So
by the way, INEOS as a whole is failing anyway, by the way. I just checked yesterday. These are similar to where we are, and Lausanne are like second to bottom. They
relegated Lausanne before. It's like Lausanne were relegated before. So we've said that. I've still got to ask. I've asked everybody to go and tell me where INEOS have been successful in sports, specifically in football. So at the end of the day, these things, everybody knows my views. I don't need to repeat myself again and again. But if you ask me what we can do as a football club, we've neglected, even on a Fergie, we've neglected that midfield. We have neglected that midfield. And it's the clearest coloration between the decline of Manchester United and the types of players we've had in midfield. The last midfield that I got a bit excited was Pereira, Pogba, and Matic. And Matic towards
Herrera, I was going to say not Pereira.
Yeah, sorry, Herrera was injured. Herrera was injured, so he got injured, and then he was shipped out of his football club. So at the end of the day,
so you don't believe there's anything that they could possibly do in terms of decision. You don't believe there's a belief within you that they can make the right decision. That's what I'm saying. Like, do we trust INEOS?
I don't. The only time that they would ever get my views if they go and buy midfield, competitive midfield with a technical ability.
It's basically stylings, basically.
Yeah, and what they should have done, Saeed. I've seen loads of people.
All the stylings, though. You've just outlined it there. I think for me, they've not done too badly in terms of silings.
Saeed, but they've neglected the midfield.
I agree.
I agree. A weakness.
I agree.
The reason why Eric Ten Hag got sacked because Casemiro went the guy in the decline. Kobe Mainoo was a young player. Bruno Fernandes is not a midfielder. We've all established that. Yeah. So that they have not. They've actually made us weaker. The only young kid who had legs actually to get around the football pitch with a bit of physicality. They sent him out on loan to West Brom. So like, do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like,
what I'm saying is
it's a type of player that you will bring on. Saeed, we've on this channel we've talked about it. Did we need both number 10s? Did we need both number 10s when you got already
right now? Right now, I don't know, man, because right now they just have we even got 10s?
So many times they look at, but it's good to get good players. Saeed,
no one's working on already.
Berman's a good player.
You can go get a midfielder right now. It doesn't work. Nothing works.
No, Saeed is tangible. We could see in the midfield the level of weakness, the holes, even in the centre half. How many times, Mina, Saeed, and have I said it on here? How many times in the chat have I said Manchester United need a centre halves? Our centre halves are not good enough, and people are like, defense is all right. What you want? I've said, if you're gonna play this kind of system, you need players who are experienced, who are not in the Euro, experienced footballers who can go up and down that football pitch. Because in his implementation or his interpretations in the system side is that you need 3 mobile centre halves that can break the lines and actually go and take the ball. That's what he had Sporting Lisbon, but he can't do it. He's not respected the league. He's realized these guys are not serious, and we can only imagine we can really kind of like maybe like give him a bit of grace and think, what did they promise him? What did they promise him? And what happened that meeting? Because he came back and then he flew to Monaco. You know that after the Europa League final,
of course.
There was a meeting in Monaco to see what was going on after he threatened to quit. So at the end of the day, for me, I am seeing Manchester United should have the midfield that is worthy of competitiveness. That is a position that's seriously neglected. You can have a bad defense, but if you've got midfield protection, it can help the team. And that is an area that's neglected. But 100 different percent. The way he implements his system might even expose the midfield even more. And now, Saeed, I'm paranoid because I'm like, you know how much I love Iriola. You know what I mean? I've told you about Iriola. I've been banging on about.
What do you want to come though? What do you want to come? Be honest.
Well, in some sense, maybe not. But what I'm saying to you, even now, I'm like, he only plays 2 in midfield. I don't want anybody who plays 2 in midfield.
No, he
plays 2. Sorry, he plays at number 10, but he's a bit more forward.
Yeah. Let me just get his super chats.
At the number 10 behind.
Let me get his super chats in. Paddy says Saeed and Rance need to wake their foot. Why say INEOS wake up? You should say INEOS out. You and Rance don't see the bigger picture with INEOS. Stop the bullshit. Palestine, free Palestine always. Killy says Amorim was meant to be INEOS's guy. I don't trust him to get the manager right. Remember when people said they were bringing in the best in class? Troy has got a couple of super chats here. He says, was Amorim out last season? And now Barada, Wilcox, and INEOS out. INEOS and Glaze will be asked, let's find us new owners. INEOS have 0 success in football. Miller, on a serious note, there are many decorated billionaires who could approach the Glaze and INEOS. Some should name their price. We want them out now. Even in cycling, they were not successful after they beat Team Sky. Amorim is the problem. So Jim Ratcliffe must leave United. INEOS are experimenting and they have failed. You know, like obviously right now we're hearing some leaks, but it doesn't take a genius to know that like there's gonna be unrest. There's gonna be, but it's almost as if now INEOS are moving on a dangerous line here where they're doing results-based analysis right now. Because say now we do beat Sunderland, right? They'll keep him. And if we don't beat them, they'll sack him. But it's like, what? Oh, we don't even know if they'll sack him or not. My thing is like, why are they just waiting? What is it they're waiting for? Like, people are saying it's payment. People are saying it's some sort of salary that Amorim wants. And maybe they're waiting for a year. Because you got to remember, when he was appointed, wasn't it not in November, international break, when he was appointed? So there may be some sort of payment settlement that needs to be made, and then it's obviously getting a new manager in as well. It's very, very difficult to understand where they want to go now. It really is, man, because at the minute, the only ones that are really approachable are Xavi. I'm not going to say Southgate because I feel like it's just fake news. But, you're not going to get the best of the best, I think, right now. But if you act and you do things accordingly, then maybe there's a possibility. But you've got to act quickly, man. You've got to act quickly. You really have.
But Saeed, I think sacking the manager now doesn't guarantee another manager coming through the door. So cool, I get it. We want the manager sacked. But if Man United sack Amorim now, and example, the Palace manager doesn't want to move. I don't know, Bournemouth manager doesn't want to move. They might be unsure with Xavi and his experience with not obviously coaching in the league. I feel like if they want to do what West Ham did, like I said earlier, where it's sack a manager today and bring one in tomorrow, there's a lot of work that needs to take place now while the fan base don't know what's going on, so that Amorim can leave today and we've got a new manager within like 48 hours. If that's what we want, if we want that as a fan base, then I think there's a level of patience that we're going to need, because I think even if they're looking for a manager now, there's still a lot of work that's going to take place for them to be able to announce it that quickly. Otherwise, we're just going to be sat there with no manager, and I don't know, they might make Bruno flipping manager for a while or something, or Casemiro, and then the fan base will flip and go nuts. So I feel like they're in a lose-lose situation right now. So I would prefer that if they are going to sack him and they've made their mind up to sack him, take your time, appoint the right manager, and announce it within 24 hours of Amorim gone. I don't want to be on this Amorim goes and then we're sitting there for another 2 weeks making videos about who the new man. Brother, I don't want none of that. West Ham didn't have that. Why do we need to have that nonsense? You know what I'm saying? I prefer you sack the manager and within 24 hours, 48 hours, we're seeing, Man United have appointed Lasner, I don't know, they've appointed Xavi, and it's just, and then that's it. We just crack on and get straight into the season. And that's my opinion. So I think they've made their decision.
Do we want to play another? Do we want to play 3-4-3 again? Because like I get it, Glasner will play a better kind of style, and his interpretation will be better.
Glasner don't play 3-4-3 only.
Glasner said that's not his favorite position.
That's not his favorite. That's not his favorite formation. Yeah, that he even said it.
Yeah,
me personally, I don't think any top team should be playing a back three in the Prem. That's just my opinion, or a back five. United don't even play a back three; we play a back five.
True.
I don't think we should be playing.
Say that again. Musi, say something there.
No, I said facts. We play a back five. I said we play a back five. Yeah. We don't play a back three. We play a back five.
No, 100%. I do believe Gazza is more flexible. I mean, I think in Frankfurt he played a different style to what he's playing now.
He said 4-4-2. He said his best formation is 4-4-2. That's his preferred formation.
Yeah. This is a thing though. Like again though, like is he gonna leave? Like I think for me, don't get me wrong, Man United is a big club, but are you gonna leave right now? You know,
I forget that I'm amazed that you're talking about managers like Glasner and Iriola. Amorim's not getting sacked anytime. Amorim's not getting sacked anytime soon. I don't know why you lot are stressing yourselves out thinking of how Glasner's gonna fix Man United or how Iriola's gonna fix, or I want Xavi, or I want Spalletti, or I want this person. They're not sacking
Amorim's gone. Amorim's gone.
No.
Amorim's gone. Amorim's gone, people.
1 second. Mina, so you don't buy the theory that in November, that they're gonna pay him less because he only got a year and a half left in his contract. You don't believe about the international break.
You know what? I will not rate them even more if that was the case. Because
Amorim's gone.
End of the financial year came out, and you're talking about how it's record revenue, and you're steering Manchester United back to the commercial valuation.
Yeah.
Then take the flipping hit. If that means you got to pay him 12 million, pay him 12 million.
The money's there. I agree.
Should come out of Jim Ratcliffe's own pocket, seeing as he got money to be flying around in helicopters and landing on Carrington with a helicopter. But for me, in my opinion, if there's nothing, bro, wait until November, you save a couple of million, maybe half of his contract, whatever. You don't have to pay him out as much as what you probably would have. But you lose a lot more in terms of value of the season. Because by the time a new manager comes in, you've let this manager go, the season's done. The season's done. We are in the same position that we would have been 12 months ago when Amorim himself promised us that it will get better in 12 months' time. So for me, if you see the problem now, with Ten Hag, for example, do you guys remember we went into 2 international breaks? Is he going to get sacked? And eventually, it took how long? For 6 weeks for him to eventually get sacked. And apparently it was a conversation for 6 weeks because they wanted to get the right manager and all of that stuff. And what did that just created a detrimental situation for Manchester United, because Amorim came in, he realized, what I want to do in the squad that I have is not going to work. So we're going to have to quotation mark suffer. I'm not saying had he come in earlier, it would have been better. But if it's like if you're in a relationship and you've already made your mind up that you're going to leave, then leave. Don't say I'm going to leave in 3 months' time.
Yeah.
But you see what you mentioned there, man. I think what you mentioned there is what's important. Once they made their mind up with Ten Hag, it took time to get Amorim in, and it just kind of went smooth. I think we're in the same type of situation, but I don't think we're going to have the interim part of Ruud van Nistelrooy. I just think they've made their mind up that Amorim's gone. But if we all agree that they want to sack Amorim, for an instance, how can they just bring a manager in just like that?
No, but you know, forget that. If you've made your mind up already, yeah, that you want to let the manager go, get rid of him, yeah. With it, there is no reason why Manchester United shouldn't be able to have the manager that they want ready to come in.
How long do you think that will take? How long do you think that will take?
Leverkusen can do it. All these other teams can do it, but suddenly the best in class can't do it. You're telling me they need a couple of weeks.
Like
they need a month.
That means we're going to be looking at managers that are available. A lot of us have mentioned managers that are already in the job. If a manager's in the job and Man United want him, how long do you think that should take for that to get confirmed?
Well, how long did it take with Amorim? It took a couple of weeks, didn't it? Because even then it took.
Yeah.
Because from when they were having conversations with him in October all the way up until basically he was appointed. What was that? A month and a bit.
So this is what I'm saying. So I'm telling you, this is what I'm saying.
I think stays and they do the stuff behind closed doors and kind of get the new manager ready to come in and then get rid of him. Then we're still losing games. You're setting up that manager to fail as well. Because now he's coming into a situation in November where we're probably sitting 15th, we're sitting 16th.
No, I don't think he makes it to November.
I'm going to start crawling up.
Yeah, I don't think Amorim makes it to November. I just think that in the next 2 weeks, Amorim's going to lose his job. By the next international break, we've only got one game until then. Or is it 2 games?
One game. It's literally
Sunderland. One game Sunderland and then Liverpool.
Yeah, after that, Amorim's gone. I believe that, guys. I don't like, and I'm only believing this because I want to believe that INEOS are the real deal in terms of how they maneuver. That's the only reason I believe that. I believe that they've made their mind up now after that loss. They're talking to managers. Like I said, I don't think there's a lot of managers that are available. And if it's going to be Xavi, then yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if it's going to be Xavi, I think Xavi comes in under the Sunderland game, and I don't think it's going to take long. He's gone. Like I don't see him coming back after that international break. If he does, then that's it. It's I might as well just shut down my YouTube. It's all long, isn't it?
Now you know what it is though. Like I think I'm with Miller. Like I wouldn't rate them even more. Like for sacking him in November. Why have you waited until then to go through Liverpool, to go through Tottenham away, to go through Brighton at home, like to go through all of them sufferings? You get me? You don't need to go to them. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Yeah, I'm being deadly serious with you. I think United could really be in the relegation zone if we keep Amorim. Let me tell you why. I think the guys that have come up now. No, hold on a minute. I think the guys that have come up now, i.e. Sunderland, Burnley, and Leeds, they're putting up a fight, you know. I'm actually quite surprised.
Especially Leeds and Sunderland.
Leeds and Sunderland are putting up a fight. Okay, Burnley, they've had a tough start, let's be honest with you. Like they've had Man City,
Liverpool.
Who they've had? They've had
Liverpool City, United.
Yeah, Liverpool City. Hard done by the way. Could have got a point at him. And United they've had in the opening how many games? I tell you what, man, I'm being dead serious, you guys. Everton look better. It's only really Wolves that are struggling. Crisis, Aston Villa at 1 point behind us. Crisis. Unai Emery should be sacked at 1 point behind us. And I get it, it's early on in the season. And you shouldn't look at the table. But I'm being deadly serious, you guys, yeah? If they keep Amorim, I genuinely think, yeah, United, you see how we were like 15th, 16th, and it was almost like United had the comfort blanket of the bottom 3. Because you've got to remember now, the guys that have come up the league have already surpassed the points of the guys who were here last season in the first 6 games. So they're getting better. They're actually accumulating more points. So Man United are waiting to be embarrassed by the fact that you could be in the bottom 3 for you to sack the manager. I think that tells you a lot about INEOS and what they are and what they're showing right now. It's absolutely criminal, bro. Like it is. It really is, bro. And this is, I don't think this is a reflection of the players. I really don't. Because I feel like we do have good players. We do. You can slag them all you want, but we're not seeing the best of our players. We're not. And that comes down to not only the environment that they're in, obviously the manager that's in charge right now, and everything that brings with it. Like, it's just
pure. Listen, also, you know what? I'm not lying to you. I can actually see if they kept Amorim and we were in relegation. So I really think Big Sam would step in. I'm not lying to you. Big Sam is the kind of guy.
Did you see him with Sir Alex?
Yeah, man. See you later, man. See you later.
Did you see Sam Allardyce at a
He's taking the mic.
Listen, Nuruddin.
With all of his conspiracies, he's taking the mic.
Allow these conspiracies, bro. Allow these conspiracies.
No. We can't be having these conspiracies.
Come on, bro. Like, we're down here, but don't kick us when we're down, bro.
Do you think we're better than Sam Allardyce? Do you think we're better than Sam Allardyce?
Yes, we are.
Javi Hernandez is moonwalking into this job, and you're talking about Big Sam.
Big Sam, bro. You scared
moonwalking
crazy.
into what?
But
Javi is moonwalking into this job.
Remember when Sean Dyche said on
I can do this job.
Was it on the podcast that the overlap that he could do better? Yeah, and that's Sean Dyche knows what kind of manager people associate him as. You know, the come in, save the day, low block, torture football, just see it through, keep the team up. Yeah, I think that should have been a reality check the day that he said that on a podcast, on a national podcast. That should have been a reality check for all of us and INEOS.
I believe him, though. I believe him, Minnow. I believe him.
I know, 100% I believe him. But that's I'm saying
that we're not qualified.
They should have put down the screens in Carrington, and they should have walked into Amorim's office and sacked him that day. What he said was factual, especially given the fact of forget even what he said. It's the fact that what people associate him with. He's saying I could do better. Deep it, guys. Amorim has not won 10 Premier League games. Like, he has not won, and I don't know when that 10th win is gonna come. Honestly speaking,
we're on 8 now. We're on 8.
Nine.
We're on 9.
We're on 9.
Fergie got 50-something points in 1986 when he first came in his first 30-something games. Same amount of games as Amorim's had. Amorim's got what, 31 points in 30, whatever.
33 or 34. 33 or 34,
yeah. So look at it. Fergie, this is 1986. This was the old Division 1 times. Look deep down.
3 points.
Fergie got 50-something 3 points, something like that, 50-something points.
And Nuruddin, that's why I hate when people compare it to, you wouldn't be a United fan when Sir Alex was first appointed. You would have asked for his head. Do you know how much has changed since then and now? 1986. Do you know how much changed? A lot.
Everything's changed. The whole world is a different world now. You got robots. You can buy robots now.
Women can open bank accounts without their husbands. Back then we couldn't. A lot has changed. We can work.
Yeah, this is real. Is this actually this is it? I think it is, isn't it?
That's it. I was looking at it today. Yeah, that's it.
Wow, this is crazy, man. This is mad. This is crazy.
But the good thing is, but the good thing is we're halfway to the number of wins that we had last season, and we're only like not that many games in. How many games have we won?
6 games in.
He's not that far off.
6 games in, yeah. 6 games in.
The one thing that gets me is the goal difference, man. We're not even there. You know how you can be rubbish here, but can still score goals. Why can't we be rubbish and still score goals? Like, just
we can't. Big up to word to the Indian brother. I think it was Indian or South Asian brother. He sang a song in it. We don't score anymore. We don't win anymore, mate.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's that? Yeah, I remember when you sent it to me. We don't score anymore like we used to do.
Yeah, we don't win anymore. Yeah.
That's actually funny, man. I swear.
My guy, honestly, that's one of the best music videos I've ever seen. My guy is just United fan, United shirt, depressed. He's looking out the window. We don't win anymore. We don't score anymore.
When do you guys think that guy's going to get a trim?
Yeah,
I'm. You know what? I might be having a conversation with him tomorrow.
When do you think he's gonna get a trim? Because I'm saying like,
nah, I'm telling you, his family have to make an intervention. They have to No.
Keep doing it, man. Keep doing it. I think it's good because it just shows you where our club is. You know when you just need. You know when you got like, I don't know, there's certain things in your life here, and you pinpoint as a moment where you reflect upon. I think this is going to be a moment where we reflect upon, and it's good. I think United Strand will live on in our history of our football.
I wish he did it for back-to-back Premier League wins because that's worse. 5 wins.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
5 wins in a row is a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
In all
Back-to-back
competition,
wins.
he said.
Yeah, but back-to-back wins, he still wouldn't cut his hair.
I think we'll look back at this
Still
history. You can talk to your daughters, your granddaughters, your missus.
They're gonna be like, where were you? Where were you when the pandemic happened? Where were you when that guy grew his hair?
Yeah, where were you when he said he challenged Man United to go and win 5 games in a row in all competitions, and United couldn't do it, stretching over a year plus? Where were you? Because I was there. You know what I mean? And now people are doing it. Listen, I know people are doing their thing here, but people are doing it for, will that player score a goal, or will this do this, or will we score more than 3 goals in a game? Or like, it's getting to a point now where you can actually make some little subplots to this whole story. You know what I mean? And I just look at it from my point of view is that I just think everything right now, like the whole community. What about the fan base though as well? Like, can we talk about our fan base as well? Like, do we need a little bit of a reset with our fan base as well? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what mentally are we okay? Are we good? Like, we need to have a check, man. Everyone needs to go and get some therapy, bro. I'll be real with you. Like, I mean, I know football's not everything, yeah, in life, because there's crazier things happening in this world. But bro, you gotta look out for your Man United friends, man. Because boy, it ain't easy right now. It really isn't.
I don't even need to ask you. I need to ask Nurdin if he's okay after you kicked him out of your yard on Saturday.
Well, I didn't kick him out. I
already. Did he leave at free will?
Yeah, I
he was threatening us with this. He got violent, you know. He was threatening with this.
Why? I saw a video of you on the floor and Faz kicked you to the floor or something like that.
No, honestly, like it's. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, like.
Are you okay? You're asking if we're okay. Are you okay?
I'm getting by, man. I'm getting by. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I did was, you know. Go on.
We watched football.
We watched football.
We watched the Madrid derby. We watched.
By the way,
we watched Palace, Liverpool.
Yeah. By the way, I'm getting cussed on social media today because I celebrated the Arsenal goal. Is that right for me to celebrate the Arsenal goal?
We want Arsenal to win the league. What are people wondering about?
It's
people don't know the United-Liverpool rivalry. People don't know that. They don't know that.
You know why, guys? Because I think United fans in the South have a bigger rivalry with Arsenal.
I get it, man.
I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't celebrate. But if you were to tell me who would I prefer to win the league between Liverpool, City, and Arsenal, I hate Arsenal fans, but I'll firm it. I know a lot of Arsenal fans, but I'll firm it. And I'd rather them. But I
wasn't celebrating like a United goal, but I was just like, come on, like, yo.
Well, you look very happy though. You look very, very happy.
Yeah, but because you know why? Because honestly, Miller, I swear down, bro. I can't think of anything worse than Liverpool getting 21. I really, really hate Liverpool more than City, because City, nobody would know. We got family. City, they're just out and about. It's not as like fierce as Liverpool. You see, Liverpool, we cannot stand them. They're their enemy. So that's why I'm like, yo, man, will not see Liverpool win this league because it's finished. And that's what I feel like United fans, the so-called, we call them top reds. I think that's what they'll realize. And that is crazy for you to be like, at the end of the season, when Liverpool lift that 21 year, something that we could cherish, over Liverpool having more titles than them, we can't do that anymore. We're no longer the biggest club in England.
In English
football. We're not. We have to say that. We are no longer the biggest club in English football. And that is a big.
We might have a bigger fan base, but we're no longer.
Yeah.
We're no longer. We might have a bigger fan base.
So yeah, if you call me for celebrating out, I'll celebrate again.
Are you Saeed? I'll go on record now. I'll wear the latest Arsenal shirt if Arsenal win the league.
No. That's
yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Kick him out. Can you?
I will.
I can't do it on the side. Can you kick him out? There you go. End of the stream, guys. Hit the like button on your way out. Thank you very much.
Learning, that's going too far. We're not wearing no new Arsenal shirts. We're still United fans. But if there's a moment to be on their side, but in spite of Liverpool, then yeah. But Nuruddin, you've gone too far there, man. Can you take that one back, Nuruddin, please? Take that one back. Yeah. About
take it back. You won't see me.
You know what I mean?
Sponsored by these days? Who they sponsored by these days?
I don't know.
Isn't it?
Adidas, I don't know.
Yeah. Big up Alien Turner, by the way.
But can I ask you a question, yeah? What about the players? Are we going to get players now like that are going to be mentally scarred? How can we pick up these players?
They were already scarred from Oli. We kept the ones who were scarred from Oli. Look at the players who have been woeful this season. Bruno, Diego Dalot, Luke Shaw, Maguire. They've been woeful. Let's be real about it. They've been woeful. Yeah. We can't blame everything on Euro or Dogu because they're young players.
Did you see what Wayne Rooney said? Did you see the Wayne Rooney?
You know what? By the way, yeah. Why are you going out Wayne Rooney for?
Go and watch that video.
I know. I did watch the video, but it's a bit harsh, though, man. Come on, bro. Like,
no, it's not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not doing it. I get Gary Neville. I get these guys here. Rio Ferdinand, you can cook him, but come on, bro. Rooney looked visibly upset. He looked like he was devastated.
He's talking about his sons as well, because his sons are in the academy too.
Like, come on, I'm gonna bring you the clip, by the way, of Wayne Rooney. Like, come on, bro.
Can you play it? Are you gonna get demonetized?
No. I think when it's on another app, it's not too bad. Okay. And you don't display the logo as well.
Cool.
So let me play Wayne Rooney. Here. Right, this is what Rooney's got to say.
All day I've been debating this to say this, but I feel I need to. What is going on at Man United? This is not Man United. I don't recognise the whole football club. I don't see players fighting. I don't see character. I don't see desire to win. I don't see ability. I don't see match winners. Nothing gets me off my feet. I go into a game watching, expecting, okay, here we go again.
But do you know what? That's so important that you say that. Nowadays, I don't even get surprised when we lose.
All day I've been debating this. Do I say this? Shall I say it? Because I know it's going to bring pressure and it's going to go into media and it's going to get picked up and the manager's going to get asked questions about it. But I feel I need to. I care for the club. I was at the football club for 13 years and what is going on is not right.
Yeah.
And this is not all on the manager, by the way. I'm seeing players not deserving to wear that shirt. And it hurts. When you've been in a football club for that long and you care for the club, this is not acceptable what is going on. And Man United haven't won back-to-back games for I don't know how long.
Since January.
I think there needs to be a clear message from the owners.
Facts.
Whether that's the Glazers, whether that's Ratcliffe, there has to be a message of where this club is going, because at the minute we're all sitting there waiting for it to crumble.
Facts. He's speaking facts.
What don't you agree with that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What do you not agree with there, Nordin?
Both of you, please mute, because I don't want to be interrupted. Please mute yourselves.
Is that a threat on my own channel?
I'm not going to shout. I'm not going to shout. I'm going to stay calm, and I promise Mina, and I'm staying with it. Wayne Rooney, in the past couple of years, was asked about the Glazers. Wayne Rooney has come out multiple times and absolutely said, but the Glazers gave money. The Glazers spend money. So when it suited him, it was all right for him to say that. Wayne Rooney and Rio Ferdinand both, in 2 and a bit months ago, done a campaign with the club wearing the shirt and the sponsors. So I'm sorry, Saeed, if he came out and said this last season when we finished 15th or after the Europa League final, I might have been all right. You waited this long to go and say, and then he also said, but my two boys are United. I mean, what's his name? Kai Rooney. He's doing well, actually, scoring goals, and he's doing well in the youth team. So, but I'm not buying it. You can't 1 minute be in cahoots with the Glazers, with the club, doing promotions, and the next minute coming out and you're not. You know the biggest cloud and the biggest cancer of this football club, the root cause of this demise, the managed demise of Manchester United, has been the ownership. You backed them. You were when he was at DC United, he was talking about it, saying, "Yeah, but the Glazers spent money." The quotes are out there. I'm not making this up. I am not hearing from you now all of a sudden because you want your new podcast to be picked up. So what people don't understand, right? Scholes has got his new podcast. Gary Neville has already had his own podcast. Rio's got his own podcast. At this moment in time, ex-United players are all playing some sort of game to try to bring a light. The BBC have give contract to Wayne Rooney, and it's called the Wayne Rooney Show, Wayne Rooney Podcast. Yeah, you got the comedian brother on there, and they've got the presenter on there. So Scholesy last week came out and said, Saeed, "Oh, I'm not happy for Rashford." Why was that? Why was he saying it? I made a video about it. It's because he's saying that to bring eyes, because he knows that will be get picked up. Wayne Rooney to go now on this kind of I play for the club. I was there. I've been involved for 20 years. Sorry, too late. The video I've made, people, if you want to really understand what my point, what I'm trying to get across, go and watch it after the stream. I tell it, I tell it as it is. It's too late. The managed decline of Manchester United is not just about the Brentford game. It's not just this season, last season. It's been continuously these seasons. But these people, Scholesy, Wayne Rooney now, are using to say something to bring attention because they know those clips are going to go viral. And that's why they're doing it. They're not doing it because they don't have the best intentions of Manchester United. Because I'm sorry, Saeed, if you want me to believe 100 million %, if anybody wants to believe that Gary Neville, Rio Ferdinand, or Wayne Rooney, or Scholesy really care about Manchester United, Saeed, they would be on the protest with us. They would be or supporting the protest at least. Supporting the protest and saying, actually, the Manchester United fans have got every right to act, to protest, to want the owners out. But they're not, because it's all about Branchester, and that's what happens. That's how you silence people. When you're that big of a machinery of a brand Manchester United is, you're offering them money. And even Roy Keane with that Adidas and all that. I know it was Gary Neville that was pushing that to him, but he comes out, he's the only one who actually now instinctivally says things. And then he's come out and said, Saeed, we watched it when Roy Keane said, oh yeah, people say I'm too harsh on Maguire and I'm too harsh on some of the United players. I can't be as harsh. Saeed, Mina, Vaz, this is about how they can bring their platforms and to make it go viral. So I do not believe them. The only person I will ever listen to, the only ex-player that is any worth his opinion, and I would follow him off a cliff, is Eric Cantona, because he calls it all of it out. He's
also done some work with Glazers in terms of brands and all that.
But Saeed, that hasn't silenced him to always critique. He's put shares in
Wayne Rooney's clearly critiquing the leadership right here.
To me, my interpretation of this, how do you bring spotlight? Last week it was Scholesy saying that about Rashford, about not happy, but it's ain't personal. You don't know the shoes Rashford walks in. You don't know. That was mad one about I'm not happy for him. It's exactly
that's why I made a video. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, I watched your video, but at the end of the day, Rooney's tried to bring that about. And that's why it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't say this, because producers are saying, Wayne, we need something for you to go viral.
What about the opinion of, so I get your point, why say something now? But is it the whole point of you say something in the end as well? Is it not a strong message? Like, yeah, cool, you've said it late, but you've also said it though, Nuruddin. He's also voiced his opinion now that he doesn't like what's going on, and he's calling Glazer INEOS to make a stance now. I hear it, the timing, I hear it. He's on a podcast. He may be doing it to promote his podcast or whatever. But you also got to realize that he's calling it out though as well. Like, and I respect that as well in terms of, you know what? Yeah, cool. Better late than never. But it still needs to be said. You know, and I think for me, he's hurting. I think he's a fan. I think he loves the football club. And I think for me, deep down, he knows that, no, this ain't Man United, bro. This is not what we're
I'm not going to lie to you, but Saeed, some of the statements he's made, why now? Like, because to me, I have to say this.
Because we are bad, that's why now.
He's playing, I'm sorry, Saeed, he's playing to the public gallery. When it's obvious, and everybody sees it. No, I'm sorry, Saeed. When everybody sees it, then he's jumping on a bandwagon. Why didn't you say when we won last season? Why didn't you say when Eric Ten Hag? Where were you? No, Saeed. We were 14th when Eric Ten Hag came in. We were 14th, and then Amorim actually went and took us to 15th, and then we lost the Europa League. So I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. Everybody understands the managed decline of Manchester United. It's managed decline. This did not happen in a vacuum. Please, people, if you don't believe me, look at the terms I'm using and go and do dictionary research on these words, managed decline. This did not happen in a vacuum. This is not 1 year, 2 year. It's been over the last 15, 20 years. Even when Fergie was there, Fergie was papering over the cracks and protecting the Glazers as well. He's much to blame. What he built, he destroyed what he built.
That conversation. That's a good conversation to have. Yeah, I mean, I think what Wayne Rooney, I think maybe Fergie is the biggest one. I'd be saying he should be talking the most. I think Wayne Rooney and these ex-legends, I get it, but even Fergie, really, like he's a conversation to be had as well. I mean, I don't know. Faz is here. I don't know what Faz is here to do. Like, Faz, what are you saying?
I'm here to hold you accountable. That's what I'm here to do. Who are you celebrating Arsenal victories? Who do you think you are? And then you are here policing Nuruddin. You are the biggest shameless person there is on this YouTube football scene. Shame has never, ever knocked on your door. Have some dignity.
Okay.
Have some dignity. You are becoming worse than the OnlyFans creators that go around stadiums hyping up for interviews. You're celebrating Arsenal goal. You're celebrating Arsenal.
And you're celebrating for this manager who is absolutely. You are celebrating. You are celebrating.
No, I'm.
You are celebrating his existence as a Man United manager. That's what you're celebrating.
No, I am hurting. I am also hurting just like anybody else.
But if you're hurting, then why would you tolerate this? Why would you accept this?
There's a difference between tolerating and having patience. Having patience. There are the amount of businesses, the amount of global businesses that would not exist if great men gave in to what the masses said. Imagine when you were at 30,000 subscribers, 40,000, and people said quit, this, that, the other. They didn't like this, they didn't like that, and you quit. And fair enough, the results are not working.
I was doing well, though. Was I doing well? Was I?
Yeah, but yeah, but look at how well you're doing now. You're celebrating for other clubs.
Hold on a minute. Put some respect on my name, yeah? Don't compare me to Ruben Amorim. That's one thing for sure. I've had a steady growth. You are
celebrating for other clubs.
Hold on a minute. Let me just put some respect on my name. Yeah, you're trying to come to my channel and disrespect me. I've had a steady growth.
Doesn't matter if it's your channel or not. Your channel is a platform. Everybody gets held accountable.
Let me land my point, man. I've turned up every day. I've been successful on this channel. The proof is in the pudding. Yeah, I've been successful on this channel.
Now you change your name.
Hold on a minute. Ruben Amorim has had no steady growth. Ruben Amorim has had a decline. Do you understand the difference between me and him?
I agree.
So how dare you?
Maybe just maybe. Listen, maybe just maybe Ruben Amorim is the one that needs a rebrand. You know, not
a rebrand where? A rebrand where though?
I mean, a rebrand to different formation, a rebrand to a different system. This is what everybody's saying.
It's not changing. He's saying it's not changing. He's saying I won't change. So what more? What more?
I saw Rio post a clip or something saying he should do a 4-2-3-1, and I'm very much in agreement with Nuruddin that these ex-players, say things too late. Just when the ratings and everything has is right for their podcast to do well and the numbers to do well, that's when they say it. And when it really matters, they don't say it. I am in agreement with you that the manager is not doing well, but let's not beat around the bush and give any excuses for the players also not performing. And yes, the manager does pick the starting lineup. Yes, he can do better. 100% he can do better. But such is life. Arne Slot, people are mocking him because he's not getting jammy free kick deflected goals. Arsenal are nicking goals from corner kicks. Such is life. I would rather, considering this season I have nothing to play for, really see out what he can do and then reset in the summer. The biggest mistake Man United do is try and salvage seasons. You're not salvaging shit. There is nothing to salvage here to go and get a different manager and mythically come top 5 or 4, come Champions League, only for teams like Galatasaray to come to United and absolutely rip our stadium to shreds. They do that again and again. Different teams, they come to United. Sociedad do that. Villarreal do that. Galatasaray have done that. I would rather this manager stay the entirety of the season. And if things do not change by summer next year, we then reset in the summer. We have the right squad, the right players are here.
Would you take a relegation in that process?
We are not getting to this now. You are fear-mongering. You are doing...
Is this relegation form? Is this relegation form? Is this relegation form?
You are doing...
Is this relegation form? Hold on a minute. You're not answering the question. Is this relegation form right now?
You are not. You are not in a position to ask me any questions.
Answer the question. Answer the question. Is this relegation form?
No, it is not.
So what form is it then?
Because it is still early in the season. Because come before the ball.
See you later, man. Listen, people. We're gonna wrap up the podcast here. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Big up to, I think this is bigger than Amorim. Now I think Barada should go as well. Big up Jason says, I have a strong feeling Southgate will be our new manager. Yeah, there you go.
I don't think Southgate is bad, but I don't think he'll do worse than Amorim. I really don't.
But if you don't think about like what Southgate coming into England with Ashworth, it wasn't really like he wasn't it wasn't a tactical mindset kind of thing. It was all about harmony, kumbaya. Players love each other. They want to play together, etc.
The Ollie vibes. The Ollie.
Yeah, it was the Ollie vibes. So maybe that's what we need.
Yeah.
Maybe we need it. Maybe we need a little bit of that.
Yeah,
the love.
Yeah.
The players need the love.
Yeah, they just need to like each other and tolerate each other, and then maybe then we can talk about back-to-back wins.
Yeah, guys, make sure you lot are liking the video. We've only got 488 likes on this stream.
Absolutely shameful, honestly.
Yeah,
shameful.
Please.
You're worse than the Glazers and INEOS. A lot of you.
Yeah, just hit the like button. It's right here on the bottom of your screen. You know what I mean? Hit the like button. That'll be amazing. Helps the channel grow. And yeah, I'm going to be doing the West Ham game, Everton game in a second as well. Faz is still here. Faz, do you want to have your final say before we go?
I will not be oppressed